you were, this handsome freshman photographer, and she was this huge movie star. She was a legend at the top of her career. What happened?
You know what truthfully happened?
Yes,
At a certain point,
we want to know.
I want to tell you, at a certain point, I'm looking down through my camera with,
Yes.
let's say you're Marilyn,
Yes.
and I'm taking pictures. She really does the maximum seduction. She sort of leans forward and the sheet sort of falls off her breast. Just enough, not too much, but just enough. And she suggests that maybe I should get into bed with her. I'm a kid from a small town. Grew up going to church every Sunday and everything. And I had 2 kids and a wife at home in New Jersey on the East Coast. The last moment, I just couldn't do that. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. And I was embarrassed, though, because I thought, she's going to think I'm a fool, I'm a wimp. Here's the greatest seductress in the world saying, come and take me. And I thought, what can I do? You know what I did?
No.
I pushed my face harder down into the camera and kept taking pictures as if I maybe didn't quite understand. I understood. How could it be more clear? But that was my what I did. And the interesting thing, it ended up almost like making love with a camera in a way that I'm not sure I've ever done quite so much at any other time in my life. I certainly had never done it at that time in my life, that's for sure. But that was really what happened. And what you see in these pictures, truthfully, is love making in progress. And it's been recorded by the camera because I put all my sexual energies into the camera, and she did too. I don't think it was premeditated or anticipated because I think she meant what she said. But I chose to act like I didn't totally understand. At the same time, part of me was very embarrassed because I said, why don't you go the next step, Kirkland? Are you a man or are you not a man? I guess that moment I was just into getting the pictures. And I'm so glad I did because as one of my friends said, had you gone the other way, you would have had maybe 20 minutes of bliss, but there wouldn't be any pictures.
Yes.
So that's about it. And that's my story.
And she made you feel comfortable as well, you said.
Totally,
in the book, yeah?
totally. We became intimate at a certain point. I think, again, if I'm going to be analytical about Marilyn herself, she loves still photography. In fact, I think in some ways she loves still photography more than movies. Why? Because with a movie you have a script, you have a sound person, the microphone may be that far from you, where Marilyn loved the creative process. And what she did is she knew she should be nude in this bed with a silk sheet, some Dom Perignon, Frank Sinatra records, that's what she wanted. And she knew that would create a sort of an ambiance.
And then you saw it again a couple of days after the shooting to show the pictures, yeah?
She at first didn't like the pictures when she saw them. Then she started to fall in love with certain ones. Like this classic one of her lying horizontally. And she said, holding the pillow, she said, now that girl is the kind of a girl any man would want to be in bed with. And she spoke of herself like in the third person, like she was someone else. And then she added to it, a truck driver would like to be in that bed. That meant it's a real man's man, not a movie star or a director or a prince, but a real man, because that was the genuine man whom you could rely upon, who would always be honest with you.